Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 4, The Atrocities of King Kamsa, text number 2. Te tu turnam upavrajya te tu turnam upavrajya devakya garbhajanma tat devakya garbhajanma tat achakyuhu भोजराजाया आचक्युर्भोजराजाया यत् उद्विग्नः प्रतीक्षते यद् उद्विग्न प्रतीक्षते ते तु तूर्णम् उपव्रज्य देवक्या गर्भजन्मतत् आचक्युर्भोजराजाय यद् उद्विग्न प्रतीक्षते. They, all the watchmen, tu, indeed, turnam, very quickly, upavrajya, going before the king, devakyaha, of Devaki, garbhajanma, the deliverance from the womb, tat, that child, achakyuhu, submitted, Bhojarajaya, onto the king of Bhoja, Kamsa, yad, of whom, udvignaha, with great anxiety, pratikshate, was waiting for the child's birth. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Shri Bhai Charanarvind Bhakti Vedanta Swami Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. Thereafter, all the watchmen very quickly approached King Kamsa, the ruler of the Bhoja dynasty, and submitted the news of the birth of Devaki's child. Kamsa, who had awaited this news very anxiously, immediately took action. Please repeat the translation. Thereafter, all the watchmen very quickly approached King Kamsa, the ruler of the Bhoja dynasty, and submitted the news of the birth of Devaki's child. Kamsa, who had awaited this news very anxiously, immediately took action. Purport. Kamsa was very anxiously waiting because of the prophecy that the eighth child of Devaki would kill him. This time, naturally, he was awake and waiting. And when the watchman approached him, he immediately took action to kill the child. That's the Bhagavatam purport and translation to Canto 10, Chapter 4, text number 2 of Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Te tu turnam upavrajya achakyuhu boja rajaya. So Shukadeva Goswami is continuing to narrate the appearance of Lord Krishna, and this verse describes what took place when Lord Krishna made his appearance from the womb of Mother Devaki in the prison house of Kamsa. Te tu turnam upavrajya. The moment the watchmen in the prison house of Kamsa heard the crying of the newborn child, they all got up because they were sleeping, or they were put to sleep by the influence of Yogamaya. But when Vasudeva exchanged baby Krishna to Yogamaya from put the iron chains back in place as though nothing has happened, and that he was continuing to be imprisoned. Otherwise his hands and legs actually were chained. So he put back those chains and locked himself up once again. And the doors of the prison house, which actually opened up, also locked by themselves by the arrangement of Yogamaya. And the watchmen were fast asleep. Otherwise, how can Vasudeva take baby Krishna from the prison house to Nanda Maharaj's house in Gokula? That was Yogamaya's arrangement. But when Vasudeva returned back with a female child, the doormen, watchmen, they woke up and they heard the child crying, and te tu turnam upavrajya. Very quickly, turnam upavrajya, they approached Bhoja Rajaya, the king of the Bhoja dynasty. That means Kamsa. And Achakyuhu, they submitted before the king. What did they submit? That Devakya Garbha Janmatat. Mother Devaki has given birth to a child. Yad Udvigna Pratikshate. Pratikshate. Kamsa was actually awaiting for this news, and Yad Udvignaha, he was in great anxiety. Why was he in anxiety? He was already awaiting the news of the child's birth from his sister. What was the anxiety? The anxiety was because there was a prophecy at the time of Mother Devaki's marriage that the eighth son of Devaki is going to kill him. Therefore, he was in great anxiety. And he wanted to take quick action. And what is the action he intends to take? To kill the child. So this is the misfortune of Kamsa. So the watchman very promptly updated the happenings in the prison house, and Kamsa wanted to take immediate action by killing the child. So we see when the Lord appears in this world, it's a great celebration for the devotees of the Lord. But at the same time, when the Lord appears for the non-devotees, it is not a cause of celebration. It is a cause of lamentation. Unfortunately, strangely. The whole world is celebrating Krishna's appearance. Here is one person who wants to kill Krishna or God. So they consider the Lord to be their enemy, not a benefactor. They consider the Lord, the demons, the non-devotees, they consider the Lord to be their enemy, their competitor, or one who is coming in their way of enjoyment. So I should finish them off. Finish him off, including God. Like in the Bhagavad Gita, 16th chapter, Krishna says, about the nature of a demoniac person. The demonic person thinks, so much wealth do I have today, and I will gain more according to my schemes. Idam adya maya labdham imam prapsya manoratham. In 16th chapter texts 13 to 15. What is the thinking or the mentality of a demonic person? Krishna captures in a nutshell. So he thinks, idam adya maya labdham, so much wealth do I have today, and I will gain more by my schemes. Imam prapsya manoratham. Manoratham means by my scheming. Today we see scheming going on in the world. So actually it is the demoniac sign of demonic mentality. People have so much of scheming to possess more and more wealth. Bring it under their control. Imam prapsya manoratham. Idam astidam api me bhavishyati punardhanam. Further he thinks, so much is mine now. Idam astidam api me, then bhavishyati punardhanam. And it will increase in the future. More and more. Bhavishyati punardhanam. Then, asam maya hata shatruhu. Hanishecha aparan api. So and so is my enemy. I have finished him off. I have dispatched him from the earth. I have not transferred him to Australia. I have sent him to Yamalok. That means I have killed him. We can see that also going on today in business circles. So much killing happens for money, for property, for material enjoyment. So much killing happens out of extreme selfishness, greed, lust. So he is my enemy, I have killed him. And my other enemy, don't worry, I have another plan for him. He is next in my target. And my other enemy will also be killed. Ishwaroham, aham bhogi. Then he thinks, I am the Lord of everything. Ishvara aham. Aham bhogi. And I am the supreme enjoyer. Everything is meant for my enjoyment in this world. People, persons, opportunities, situations, everything is arranged for me. This entire creation is meant for my enjoyment. Ishwaroham, aham bhogi. The family is meant for my enjoyment. Company is meant for my enjoyment. Money is meant for my enjoyment. People are meant for satisfying me. Siddhoham, I am perfect in all respects. You can't find fault with me. If you find fault with me, then that is your misfortune. Balavan Sukhi, I am very strong and I am very happy. I am very powerful. I am Ishvara. I have many schemes to increase my wealth. I have finished off all my enemies. In this way, I am perfectly happy. I am spotless in character. Every Asura thinks like that. He is spotless and everything is perfect in him and everything is wrong with others. Everything is right with me, everything is wrong with you. If somebody has that mentality, we should know it is an Asuric mentality. Adhyo abhijanavan asmi. Then Adhya abhijanavan asmi. That means I am very wealthy, abhijanavan, and I am surrounded by aristocratic people. Aristocratic relatives. Asmi. Ko anya asti sadrisho maya. And there is none as powerful as me and happy as I am. I am the most happiest, most powerful. Then, yakshe dasyami modishya iti ajnana vimohitaha. Yakshe dasyami modishya. I shall perform sacrifice and I will give charity. Come, you need my help? I am there for you. You can take my shelter. You can rely upon me. I will perform sacrifices. I will give charity and support. I will save you. I will build hospital. I will build charity homes. I will build destitute homes. I will build orphanages. You just depend on me. I am there for your everything. In this way, iti ajnana vimohitaha. He is completely deluded by ignorance. He thinks he is actually God to make such foolish statements. So we can see here that comes also here. He thought Krishna is his enemy, so he wants to kill him. How can God be one's enemy? God is our creator, our father, our mother. Krishna describes that in the Bhagavad Gita. And he is a loving father and a loving friend and a trustworthy guide. We say friend, philosopher and guide. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says emphatically, Suhrudam Sarvabhutana is the best friend of every living being. Samoham Sarvabhuteshu Name Dveshi Asti Na Priyaha. And Krishna says, I am neutral to all, equal to all. It is not that somebody is my enemy and somebody is my friend in particular. No. All are equal to me because all are my children. Of course, Krishna does make a statement, but those who are inclined to me in devotion and want to render devotional service to me, I reciprocate accordingly. That doesn't mean God is partial. If you also are inclined more towards Krishna, then he will reciprocate accordingly. But his mercy is equal to all. So that is described in the scriptures. Srila Prabhupada gives a very, very nice example how the Lord's mercy is equally available to the devotees and to the non-devotees as well. One example is when there is rain. The rains fall on fertile agricultural land. The rains also shower their mercy upon a rock. But the rock is not able to take advantage of the mercy rain. Whereas the agricultural field, the fertile field is able to take advantage and produce nice fruits and flowers and vegetables. But the rock is not able to take advantage of it. So it's not the mistake of the rain. It is the disposition of the rock and the fertile land. So, if you are not ready to receive the mercy of the Lord, it is not the Lord's mistake. Sometimes we always say, God is yet to bless me. It's a very common thing. People keep on talking about this. Neophyte devotees. Ignorant people, they keep talking like this. God is yet to bless me. God has not showered His mercy as much as He has showered upon you. These are all very sentimental statements without proper knowledge of the signs of God. God is equally merciful to all. I am not that much privileged as much as you are. I am not in an advantageous position as much as you are. I am not blessed as much as you are. Let me keep on talking all these things. That means we know he is an ignorant soul. He does not know about the position of the Lord. The Lord's mercy is equally available to everyone. But if you are not able to receive that mercy, then we should see what is lacking in us, that we are not able to receive the mercy, whereas the other soul is able to receive the mercy. So we have to do what is called as personality correction, consciousness correction, process correction. We have to change our mentality. One more example, very nice example is given. Sunshine. Sunshine, when the sun is up in the sky, his shining nature is available for everyone. One can take advantage of sunshine. But if we close our doors and not allow the sunshine into our rooms, then the sun is not to be blamed. Sunshine, it is said, enters into a rich man's house, it also enters into a Chandala's house equally. So sun does not make discrimination. Oh, this is an aristocratic person's home, I will enter. Oh, this is a Chandala's house, I am not going to enter. No such discrimination. So sunshine enters equally to a Chandala's house and to a rich man's house. But if you close the doors, then the sun is not to be blamed. Similarly, the Lord's mercy is open for all. But if you don't take advantage of it, that is your misfortune. One should know who is an enemy and who is a friend. This much, if one cannot discriminate, again is unfortunate. The best friend, you are writing him off as an enemy. How foolish you must be. This is the position of a non-devotee, an asura, a demoniac person. He considers God as his enemy. How foolish one must be. You can just imagine. So Krishna is saying, Suhrudam. There are three kinds of friends. One is an official friend. Mitra, Bandhu and Suhrut. Three words are used in Sanskrit. Mitra means an official friend. Bandhu means a relative, little more closer to us. Suhrut means, like we say, the friend in need is a friend indeed. There's an English saying like that. That is Suhrut, whom you can rely upon even in very difficult circumstances, who will not let you down, who will not cheat you, who will not leave you aside when you are in trouble and slip away from you, wash off hands. He will not do that. He will consider your problem as his personal problem and try to sort it out. It's called Suhrut. And Krishna is saying, I am that Suhrut. I am the well-wisher and the best friend of every living being. And Prabhupada says, what is the proof? Therefore, Krishna is accompanying us every life, whichever body you enter, the human body, animal body, bird's body, beast's body, Asura's body. Whether you're a devotee or a non-devotee, Krishna is still accompanying you and assisting you and helping you and guiding you as Paramatma. How he can be considered our enemy? Krishna says, Yoga Kshemam Vahamyaham. I provide all what you lack. And I'll protect what you have. So Krishna is offering and promising so much openly. And this offer is an open offer. It's not a selective offer. Anybody can take advantage of this offer. Anybody can become Krishna's devotee. Krishna is not denying. His doors are not closed for some sections of the people. No. His door is wide open for everyone, even for a non-devotee. Only a non-devotee considers Krishna as his enemy and keeps him at distance. But the Lord is not distancing himself from anyone, including the non-devotee and the asura. So, Yogakshema Mahamyaham. Whether if you are a devotee or a non-devotee, the Lord only is providing all your needs. You may say, I have nothing to do with Krishna. Like we see people talk this language. Oh, Krishna nam devaralla, now puja madudalla. Nimder irbodu. You can know how much ignorance is there in his statement. How much ignorance is manifesting. Krishna is ready for everything and made arrangements for everything. Annad bhavanti bhutani parjanya dana sambhava. Krishna has made all elements in this world. This world is for non-devotees, not for devotees. Actually, the world of devotees is Vaikuntha. It's the world of non-devotees. So there's nothing to be surprised about it. But yet, even though this world is filled with asuras and non-devotees, with very few devotees here there, so that they can influence the non-devotees to make them devotees. Therefore, there are very few devotees also in this world. But by and large, non-devotees who are not interested in Krishna. They have nothing to do with Krishna. Like Kamsa. So much so, nothing to do with Krishna means so much so, get rid of him by eliminating him permanently from this world. Yet Krishna is arranging everything. You can see Krishna's kindness. Annad bhavanti bhutani. All grains, rains, everything Krishna is arranging. Our shelter. He is giving us intelligence, giving us direction, giving us guidance. Upadrishta anumanta. He is constantly traveling with the soul, accompanying the soul, life after life. Why? To guide us, to provide us, so that we can function and be comfortable. Otherwise, it is described in the Bhagavatam, 2nd canto, if Paramatma, the super soul, or the Lord in the heart, if he does not enter, the soul cannot continue to exist in this body. It's the end of the soul's existence in this body. And the soul, even though he may enter the body, he cannot function unless the Lord sanctions and permits. Anumanta. If the spirit soul has to see, the Lord has to permit. The Lord sees, then the soul sees. If you have to eat, you are feeling hungry. Maybe in half an hour's time from now, you will feel hungry. When 9 o'clock is a Sunday time for prasadam. Naturally, the biological clock will start ticking. Oh, you are hungry now. Half an hour time still we have. We can continue. So after that, it may be difficult for you, right? So, how are you feeling hunger? Who's creating that hunger? The Lord is creating that hunger. Otherwise, you will not even become hungry. Then you require food. Who is providing that food? From the fields. The Lord has made arrangement through Bhuma Devi, Lakshmi, Bhuma Devi, to provide food for his own children. That means all of us. The senses have to work. The ears have to function in the form of hearing. The nose has to function in the form of breathing. But so Bhagavatam says, Sutta Goswami says, Paramatma breathes and then the soul breathes. If the Lord stops breathing, that is the end of your existence. Your breathing stops. The Lord stops seeing, your seeing stops. Lord stops eating, your eating stops. That's why we give Naivedya to the Lord. People, foolish people, atheists, they ask, why are you giving food to God? We're giving food to God so that you can continue your process of eating. Otherwise, your process of eating will stop. The Lord is awakening the intelligence in the jiva. Otherwise, you will be a dullard. You will be a dull stone. There are jivas who are also living as dull stone or rock. They are also living entity in the form of a rock or a dull stone. That means absolutely no intelligence. Zero intelligence. But we have intelligence, right? Even animals have some level of intelligence, if not like the human beings. That's a prasada of the Lord. Everything is a prasadam of the Lord. Intelligence is a prasadam. Your ability to taste is a prasadam. Your ability to swallow, sometimes you have seen, swallowing is so difficult. Sometimes when you are sick, it doesn't go. It's so painful. I know how many of you have experienced. Sometimes swallowing can be so painful. You absolutely cannot eat solid food. Only drinking, that also becomes very difficult. That also becomes very difficult. How much we are dependent. Sometimes there is a muscle catch. Sometimes it's a muscle catch. You can just imagine the kind of pain, excruciating pain you go through. Sometimes there's sciatic nerve pain, shooting pain, we say. Impossible. You cannot sit, you cannot stand, you cannot sleep. One nerve movement. One nerve. There are thousands of nerves. One nerve displacement. Finished you are. You see? The bell rang. We are finished. One nerve displacement. Finished we are. And yet we have no credits to the Lord. So unfortunate. Everything should be intact in its position. Otherwise we are finished. We are finished. You cannot survive. So the Lord's complete grace, even upon a non-devotee and an atheist. So the great mercy of the Lord. The senses are working. We are having all arrangements for living. In fact, the Lord's mercy you can see when an atheist is happy. Sometimes devotees become confused. Atheists happy, they lose their faith. No, it's the other way around. Atheists are happy, you should build up more faith on God. Because you could know the neutrality of God, the character of God. That his character does not change just because you are an atheist and you misbehave with him. See, I am good with you. What do we say? Give respect, take respect. Be good to me, I will be good to you. If you show your nature, I will also show my nature. That is sometimes we make that challenging statements, right? But here we can know his character. But here we can see God. Even though you have an atheistic temperament, still how I am dealing with you in all merciful nature. So that actually glorifies the Lord's position than undermining the Lord's position. So the neophyte devotees, they don't understand this science and they become confused, bewildered, they lose faith in God. Why atheists are happy? Why non-devotees are happy? Why they're so rich? Why, in fact, I am not so well situated? They're neophyte devotees. We can see the mercy of God and the neutrality of God, the impartiality of God that is caring for everyone. He is not discriminating. He is a devotee, he is a non-devotee. Devotee, non-devotee is for you. In your perspective. Not for the Lord. For the Lord, they are all my children. That's all. Devotee, non-devotee is your perspective. Of course, that perspective is correct. We don't deny. It has got its place. But as far as the Lord is concerned, all are his children. He equally showers his mercy. So, it is a great loss that the non-devotee or the atheist or the asuras are keeping the Lord at distance, not even at distance, completely eliminating the Lord from their life. It's a great disadvantage for them. Hmm? So let's try to understand like this. Suppose a very intelligent person is there, a very trustworthy person is there, very rich person is there, very compassionate, very kind, very powerful, very influential person is there, and you avoid such a person. Who is foolish? Who is at loss? We are at loss. So just imagine God is sum total of all these things, and we are avoiding. Means Kamsa, like people are avoiding God or Krishna. Sometimes the very word Krishna is very irritating for people. Yeah, unfortunately there are people like that. Very sad. But he's a sum total of all these. He's intelligent person, trustworthy person, rich person, kind person, compassionate person, famous person, intelligent person, most loving, and over and above all your own father, and still we deny. So what is our misfortune? So we are not taking advantage of this personality called Krishna. How foolish we are. Still Krishna is coming with us life after life to guide us, to provide us. Lord is ready to extend all help. So scriptures describe Krishna, the appearance of Krishna is the beginning of all fortune, or the appearance of fortune. So long Krishna is there on the earth, there is great fortune and prosperity possible. That is why if you see in the Bhagavatam, Mother Earth is in complete ecstasy when Lord Krishna made his appearance, because the Lord chose her place as his residence. It's a great fortune for Mother Earth. The Lord can choose to make his appearance, take birth in any planet. Why Earth? So it's our fortune. The Prime Minister can go to any city. Why Mysore? If he comes, it is our fortune. So the Lord can appear anywhere. Millions of planets, millions of universes are his residences, his creation. He can go anywhere. So we are fortunate the Lord has come to our place. So the earth is feeling greatly fortunate. And Shastra says, so when the Lord takes birth, it's a symptom of, sign of great fortune, unlimited fortune. That fortune is Krishna. And when the Lord leaves the world, it's a sign of great misfortune. You can see whenever the Lord leaves the world or the Acharyas leave the world, there is calamity, disaster, disturbances on the earth. 100%. When Krishna left the world, you can see a lot of disturbances were there. When Prabhupada left the world, you can see a lot of disturbances happened. Whenever an Acharya leaves the world, lot of calamities and disturbances will happen. That means you should know a great soul has left us. And similarly, if you see great fortune coming, you should know a great soul or the Lord is appearing there. This is the simplest way of recognizing or creating fortune or losing fortune. So if we keep Krishna with us, Srila Prabhupada with us, that means we are sitting on a bank of fortune. But if we are away from Prabhupada consciousness or Krishna consciousness, that means we are bringing in great calamity and disturbance and misfortune to our lives. Reasons may be unlimited. Everybody has his reason. But finally, just like you may have reasons to avoid that rich man, powerful man, influential man, compassionate man, trustworthy man, you may have reasons to avoid him. Whatever the reasons, you are at loss. Similarly, you may have reasons why I left Krishna consciousness, why I left Prabhupada, why I left ISKCON. You will have reasons. But who's unfortunate? Leaving Prabhupada's shelter. We are unfortunate. So therefore we should be very careful not to lose this fortunate position. And foolish person that comes and want to kill Krishna. It is as foolish and as stupid as means nobody will ever do this in life. Just like, you know what it means killing Krishna in a common man's language? Suppose you bring 1 crore cash to you. You're a poor man. Even for a rich man also, 1 crore is not a small sum. I give 1 crore cash for you. And then you say, hey, Ribol, get me one matchbox and burn off that cash. What will you conclude such an action as? The most stupid action in life, isn't it? Will you take a matchbox and burn the 1 lakh cash? So killing Krishna is something like that. You are burning the fortune of your life. Or killing Krishna also means Krishna consciousness. People avoid chanting. People avoid becoming Krishna conscious. People avoid coming to temple. They sometimes consider coming to temple is danger. People think like that sometimes. So it is actually misfortune. Suppose I am weak in my study and maybe by good fortune or my parents' arrangement, whatever the arrangement, suppose one professor from IIT takes an interest in you and tells your parent, don't worry, this child, I will take responsibility. I will train him up. Don't worry. My responsibility. And suppose you make all schemes, plot all schemes to avoid the professor, and finally you succeed. Professor says, I think, sorry, I will not be able to come anymore. So you think you have become victorious. Oh, successfully I have avoided the professor in my life. Foolish fellow. As it is a dull candidate. And further successfully is avoided, and IIT professors voluntarily come to give you guidance and bring you up. Is it not a very foolish action? So like that, whatever we do to avoid God in our life is as foolish. Like this. Like Kamsa trying to kill Krishna. So anyway, so Kamsa awaited the news and he immediately took action. Means he started planning how to get rid of Krishna. But we should not do this foolish act of avoiding Krishna in our life, avoiding chanting, avoiding prasadam, avoiding devotee association, avoiding temple, avoiding service to Krishna and Prabhupada. Never we should make this mistake. When Maya bewilders our intelligence, these things happen. So be very careful. Kill Maya, not Krishna. Kill Maya, not Krishna. And quickly we should act. See, Maya also acting quickly. Kamsa, Maya's representative in Dwapara Yuga. There's one representative in Dwapara Yuga. Today there are many representatives of Maya. So Kamsa is immediate, ready for action. Then how much more we must be ready for acting as devotees and alert in avoiding Maya. To be very careful and vigilant, alert. Devotees must be very alert, especially when we take up Krishna consciousness. We'll be very alert and vigilant. Otherwise, Maya will swallow us. I'll stop here. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. That is why if you see, Prabhupada has painstakingly written so many books to alert us. These are all alerts. We keep alert sometimes, alarm and all this kind of notification. So Prabhupada's books are like alerts. Every line, every word you read, every verse, any page, any book, any verse, any line, middle of purport, end of purport, fifth line of purport, everything is an alert. Super alert it is. Actually, you will experience that. Whenever you are troubled, deeply troubled, and finally you will think, Ella mugito. नहीं अभी कुछ नहीं होगा, अभी कुछ मत बोलो, अभी बिल्कुल कुछ नहीं होगा, पूरा सब खत्म. You take Prabhupada's book and read one line, you'll be shocked. Paramatma, actually Prabhupada is also super soul, Paramatma. Acharya is Paramatma. Krishna in the heart. Krishna who is outside is Guru. Krishna who is inside is Paramatma. He will guide you. It is a fact. You should build a strong relationship with the Lord in the heart. Krishna, who is in your heart. And Krishna who's outside as Guru, Prabhupada. That's why we kept Prabhupada's Murti. We kept Krishna's Murti. Because God we can't see. Therefore, in the heart, therefore God has come out. Similarly, Prabhupada also we cannot relate with. Therefore, we kept Prabhupada. So, these are gross manifestations of their personality. Fully present for us. So, take advantage. So, that Prabhupada has written all these things. Left this guidance for us. Just like if the father is passing away from the world, he'll call the son, give last instructions, my dear beta. So he'll start, I'm leaving this world, please take care of this. He'll give a last minute serious directions and instructions and cautions and secrets. How you can perfectly continue without me. Whatever he thinks, he gives a guidance. Whether the Lord and the Acharya, they have left instructions for us. Even if they would have been there, they would have given the same instruction. They are not there, therefore they left behind their valuable, merciful instructions. They are not withheld the direction, guidance and instruction. They are left behind. You may say, I want to talk to Prabhupada and Krishna. Let Prabhupada call me and tell, so and so Prabhu, Mataji, please come. I want to tell you this. That only they have told here. That only they have told here. So you read. A life savior. Somebody a life-saving drug we call. Life-saving drug. Prabhupada's books are life-saving drug in our life. Otherwise our spiritual life is finished. No possibility. So we cannot underestimate Prabhupada's books or undervalue Prabhupada's books. As much as you undervalue a life-saving drug. Then we are digging our own grave, that's all. Neglect is also not possible. And undermining or undervaluing also is not possible. When the doctor says this drug is the only drug to save you, get it quickly, then administer it quickly. Otherwise, in 10 minutes or half an hour, some doctors in a half an hour, that's all. After you bring also, there is no use. You can keep it for yourself. You can keep it in the museum. What is the use of the drug? Fellow is already dispatched, gone. So the timing is also very important. One is to get a life-saving drug. Second is the timing. Not that indifferently you can bring the drug. You are finished then. What is the use of that? Similarly, Prabhupada's books are like that. They're time-bound. You can't say tomorrow I will do it. I will read. I'll see Prabhu after retirement. No, now a lot of responsibilities there. I will see afterwards. Somebody is in ICU, cancer 4th stage. In the ICU, little busy with some transactions. Some customers have come. Tomorrow I will see. And the doctor said, today if you don't admit your grandma, Gaya. So you will say, I'm in US, very busy. I didn't get my visa. You will have your own reason. That's why I said for Krishna Kani, you will give unlimited reasons. For whom are you giving? For whom are you giving reasons? You don't have to give me reasons. So grandmother to the Gaya. For Shraddha, you can come 1 year. Shraddha, you can come next year. Visa, you will get. You can come after 1 year. Drug, you can keep. You spotted in America. In Detroit, you got it. What is the use of getting it? If you not send it to India, where your grandmother is. So like that. So Prabhupada's book may be there, but if you don't take advantage, what is the use of that? And timing, as I said, is very important. That half an hour, suppose the doctor says, similarly, our human life is the time period. But how much, we don't know, half an hour, even 1 second from now, I don't know. After this class is over, we don't know what's my position. Where is the guarantee? So that much serious Krishna consciousness is, and Prabhupada is given the drug of Prabhu Krishna's instruction. How can we neglect? Just like you're neglecting your health by not taking proper medication. It is like that. If you don't read Prabhupada's books, you remain sick and diseased. If you don't take doctor's medicine, what is the position? You remain sick. That's our position. So if we don't read Prabhupada's books, don't chant Hare Krishna. Prabhupada says, chanting Hare Krishna is the medicine, Krishna Prasadam is the diet. But both of them we don't do. Or we do little. Doctor says 3 times tablet. Okay, I will take one time. You are a doctor or he is doctor? So Prabhupada says 16 round. ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವರು ಇಸ್ಕಾನ್ ಅವ್ರು ಯಾವ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ಕೆಲಸ ಹೇಳೋದು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕೆಲಸ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ನೋ ಇಶ್ಯೂ. ಲೈಕ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಸೇ ಅನ್ ಇರ್ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಲ್ ಪೇಷಂಟ್. ಸರಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅವ್ರೇನು ಬರೀತಾ ಇರ್ತೀರಿ ಚೀಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಬರೀತಾ ಇರಲಿ, ಏನು ಬೇಕೋ ನಾನು ಅದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ ಆಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ರೂಸ್ ಅಟ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್? ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ಸಿಕ್? Doctor is sick or patient is sick? Who is sick? Who is patient? Like that. So these are life-saving things. Please, we should take it seriously. So Prabhupada was very much influenced and appreciative of book distribution, because this Krishna's message, this life-saving drug to save the souls. There's no other medicine. Chaitanya also says that there's no medicine. Only Hare Krishna is the medicine. And to convince you to chant Hare Krishna, all the Vedas are written, 18 volumes of Bhagavatam, 1 volume of Bhagavad Gita, 9 volumes of Chaitanya Charitamrita, just to convince you chant Hare Krishna. 16 round, at least. And serve Krishna. Prabhupada says that all the philosophy, all the lectures I have given, travel across the world, just to convince you to chant Hare Krishna. One step in Prabhupada, you imagine how serious it is. But for Hare Krishna, it's a very normal thing. Take it casually. We don't do it committedly. We don't read committedly. See how unfortunate we are. And they have come for us, giving these things free. So this book distribution is so important activity. Prabhupada is the most pleasing activity for me. And Prabhupada said, my Guru Maharaj wanted me to do this book printing and book distribution. And to some extent I have been successful. And I am satisfied about that. And I am very happy to do this book publishing and book printing and book distribution. The most pleasing activity, Prabhupada said. So therefore, if you do book distribution, then you will please Prabhupada very much. And if you please Prabhupada, Yasya Prasadat Bhagavat Prasada, Krishna will be very pleased. We all want Krishna's blessing. When God is pleased, He will bless you. So Prabhupada, when the Acharya or the devotee is pleased, God is pleased. Acharya is saying how to please me, just distribute my books. Such a simple thing. Such a simple thing. You are doing very complex things in life. Stock market, all very complex things. Business, management, very complex. Studying chemistry, even more complex. Maths, head-going subject, all very complex. Chanting Hare Krishna is the simplest thing in your life. And the book will talk by itself, by its own credibility it will sell. You don't have to do anything. The book will go by its own credibility, not by your credibility. People will buy not by your preaching greatness or power, by its own power of content and purity of Krishna's message, it will fly. You just got to keep in your hand and be a sutradhari, that's all, madhyama, that's all. But you should do your seva to the Acharya. It's a seva. And the most important seva, Acharya is requested openly. Acharya is requested openly. So how we can deny? How we can neglect? Sometimes I used to think, because see, I never sold anything in my life. Sometimes I think sales is little below my dignity. That's a fact. But this is not sales. This is a seva to my Acharya. Acharya has told me. You see, the bell rang. Acharya wanted me to do this. Therefore we are doing this. It is not sales. It is saving life. Suppose your friend gets the drug for you. He is the madhyama, right? Similarly, you are taking this drug of life, elixir of life, and saving that soul from Maya. What a great welfare work you have done. So consider that seriously. So we request you humbly to take this book distribution seriously. And Prabhupada very openly made a statement, this is the most important activity in our movement and to save the soul. If at all you care for somebody, You have to do the best for him. And the best is to give Krishna's instructions. That's the best thing you can do, welfare thing for him. Who will operate? So, Prabhupada says, everyone should preach and distribute books if they want to please me in the best way. You may do flower garden service. Important. You may do cooking. Important. You may do assistant puja work. Important. You may do the cleaning in the temple. Important. All are service to Krishna and the Acharya. But Prabhupada says, if they want to please me in the best way, they should preach and distribute books. So if at all you want to get the grace of the Acharya, to genuinely please him from your heart, it is not a sentiment. You should do what he says. Just like you can't just say, Prabhu, ನೀವು ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಇಷ್ಟ, ತುಂಬ ಇಷ್ಟ, ತುಂಬ ಇಷ್ಟ. ಆಯಿತು, ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿ ಒಂದು ಮಾತಾದ್ರು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು? Suppose I say to my father, to my mother, typically children, ಅಮ್ಮ ಅಂದರೆ ತುಂಬ ಪ್ರೀತಿ, ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಪ್ರೀತಿ. ಅದು ಹೇಳೋದು ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸನೂ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. Sentiment, right? We know what it means. So like that we say, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಇಷ್ಟ. All these things don't work. But what does Prabhupada say? You want to please me? Distribute my books. Give up your ego, social status, and then serve. Then Krishna will recognize you. You keep your social status. Oh, I've never sold a book in my... I also never sold. I'm from a very rich family. I also never sold anything in my life. I don't have to sell. I have enough. Give up that egos. You can't otherwise gain Krishna's grace, attract Krishna's mercy. So we have to consider this. Prabhupada, among all the disciples of Bhaktisiddhanta, why Prabhupada was blessed highly? Because Prabhupada took his Guru's words very seriously. Whatever his Guru told, he took it very seriously. He didn't minimize his Guru's instruction. Prabhupada's Guru said, if at all you get money, print books and preach in the English-speaking country. Prabhupada has no, infatuation about West America and Europe. He has no infatuation towards, Westerners and Western world. But it was his Guru's order to go to the English-speaking men in the Western world and preach and establish Krishna consciousness. Therefore he went. You see? He took it very seriously. It was not a pleasure trip which he went. 7th year, what pleasure trip? Dukkha trip it must be. But he undertook that. He want to fulfill his Guru's words of preaching, not considering his health. He traveled around the world. How much he suffered because of that. If it would have been in Vrindavan, his health would have been much better. The many pastors, you should read Prabhupada's Leelamrita to get inspiration. Messenger of God, one book is there, you all should read. Kannada, we have Mahasadaka book, we should read that. You'll get inspiration. Then, book printing and book distribution, Prabhupada himself personally did that. See, Acharya himself is doing, what is our social status here? Are you not book distribution? Adala namka agodilla. Acharya himself did that. Then, somehow or other, if the book goes in one's hand, he will be benefited. At least he will see, oh, they have taken so much price from me. Let me see what is there. Bhagavatam 300 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. 10 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ತುಂಬಾ ಗಟ್ಟಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಜನರು ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಚೌಕಾಸಿಗೆ ಜಾಗನೇ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ. So they have taken so much price. ಇಷ್ಟು ದುಡ್ಡು ನನ್ನಿಂದ ಕಿತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆಯ್ತು, ಏನಿದೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. At least he'll browse through, he'll become devotee by that time. 100% guarantee. Our preaching work will be measured by the quantity of books we distribute. So continue ever increasingly. Prabhupada saying, ನಮ್ಮ ಸೇವೆ ಒಂದು ಅಳತೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಪುಸ್ತಕ ನೀವು ವಿತರಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಅದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸೇವೆ ಕಾಣಿಕೆ. ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತರ ಯಾಕೆ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಜಪ ಯಾಕೆ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಪೀಪಲ್ ಸೇ, ಪ್ರಭು ಐ ಚಾಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಭು. ಆಲ್ ದಟ್ ಡಸಂಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್. ಟು ಕೌಂಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಆಫರಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಲಾರ್ಡ್. Therefore there are beads. Count the offering of Hare Krishna. Ashtotra, Om Krishna Namaha, Kamalanatha Namaha, Vasudeva Namaha, Sanatana Namaha. 100 flowers we put literally. You have a count, isn't it? It's a measurement. Similarly, your quantum of seva to the Lord is counted by, because we're in the gross platform. How many books grossly you sell? Not that, Yavalu Christian Seveli Din Prabhu. And simply sleep. Not do anything. Take Kichidi Prasadam and sleep, that's all. Just lighter tone, don't take it seriously. So that's not enough. You have to do something for taking Kichidi Prasadam. Sometimes parents say, right? So like that. So much mercy we receive. Let's share that mercy with others. Then there is scope for receiving greater mercy. Kritagna. How will you show the gratitude to the Lord? Just something let us do. I can't do anything. That's a fact. So some people escape. Prabhu, nanninda yen kelsa agudilla. Nanu adama purusha. Maha papi. And sit at house and keep sending WhatsApp. Because if I'm Adama Purusha, Mahapapi, should do more book sales. Your karma will reduce. More chanting you should do. 160 rounds japa madbek ನೀವು. So anybody makes a statement year after, no, Prabhu, Nanu Mahapapi, Adama Purusha. Sometimes ISKCON, those who are little more senior, they keep making such statements. New people don't make. Old devotees keep making. Such people should chant more rounds, do more distribution. I brought Bhagavad Gita as a gift for the Japanese PM. I don't have anything better than Gita to give, and nor does the world has anything better to receive. Narendra Modi ji, the recent past, when he had been to Japan, generally when a Prime Minister meets another Prime Minister, then they generally give a gift from the host country to the guest where they're visiting. So Narendra Modi once took Bhagavad Gita and went. He said, because I don't have any better gift than this. See, even such persons are recognizing. Then there's another prominent Swamiji, respectable Shri Vishvesha Tirtha Swamiji. He said, just as he told about Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita like this. That time I was there. This happened in Udupi in the Paryaya time. This was, we did about, not Parya. This was during the Chaitanya, what is that we did? Chaitanya Sambhramotsava. I was in Mangalore that time. So we, ISKCON Bangalore, they organized what's called Chaitanya Sambhramotsava to glorify Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and create awareness of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So it was so Udupi Mutt and ISKCON together combined, we did this program. So that time Vishvesha Tirtha Swamiji graced the occasion. So that time he made this statement. Just as Bhagirath brought the Ganga to India, Swami Prabhupada brought the Bhakti Ganga to the whole world. This is from Virendra Hegde ji and the respectable Dharmadikari of the Dharmasthala temple. He said, it is very easy to preach and propagate Krishna consciousness to the people of our country because they naturally have faith and belief in God and are already God conscious. But it's not so easy to preach pure God consciousness or Krishna consciousness to the people who doesn't know what is God and how to love God. Srila Prabhupada traveled all over the world. See, in India to preach is not an easy, it's not a very difficult thing. So Virendra Hegde ji, he is saying, Srila Prabhupada's credit is, he preached Krishna Bhakti amongst people who have no idea of God. Forget love of God. No idea of God in the Western world. More or less atheistic enjoyment temperament. Srila Prabhupada traveled all over the world and spread the message of Lord Krishna, and wherever he went, whomever he met, he made them to follow Krishna consciousness. It was a wonderful service. He was a great scholar and one of the greatest devotee we have ever seen. Then this is another appreciation by the pontiff of the Parkala Mutt we have in Mysore here, coming from the Sri Sampradaya. Sri Abhinava Vagisha Brahmatantra Swatantra Parkala Swamiji, he said about Prabhupada and his books, the goal of all the great Vaishnava Acharyas is to spread the glories of the Lord, especially through Sankirtana. ISKCON's founder Srila Prabhupada, a bona fide Acharya in Madhva Sampradaya, has succeeded in spreading the message across the world, especially through the chanting of Hare Krishna. The true credit of taking the message of the Srimad Bhagavatam to the Western world and transforming the lives of thousands of Westerners and making them Krishna devotees the credit goes to Prabhupada and Prabhupada only. That's a fact. In the Western world, of course, there had been some other prominent, within quotes, spiritualists who had tried to impress the Western world about spiritualism, but it was Prabhupada who actually implanted Krishna Bhakti in the people's heart and actually made Krishna devotees, not just some spiritual people. What is spiritual? God only knows. People don't know what is spiritual. Spiritual means becoming Krishna Bhakta solidly and concretely. Then only you are spiritual. Otherwise you are in Maya, as per Bhagavad Gita and Krishna. So Prabhupada actually made Krishna devotee. You can see Americans, Australians, Africans, Canadians, they chant Hare Krishna. They accept Krishna as Bhagavan and worship Krishna. You take any other organization, they don't accept Krishna as Bhagavan and worship Krishna. They think some Brahmajyoti, some Nirakar, some silent meditation. This is not spiritualism. Proper spiritual life is you accept Krishna as Bhagavan and you become his Bhakta and serve Krishna by offering flowers, by doing Abhishekam, Arati, Naivedyam. That is Krishna Bhakta. So Prabhupada did that. The Westerners are worshipping Krishna. They are offering Naivedyam to Krishna. We are not doing Naivedyam here. We have 101 reasons to not chant Hare Krishna, have difficulties. And Prabhupada, you see, whom all he has changed. So it's a great credit to Prabhupada and great compassion of Prabhupada. And he didn't pick any faults from anybody. Whatever you are, he accepted. He just showered his mercy. He didn't discriminate, you see. That's the kindness of the Acharya. That's how we have become devotees today. We're so fortunate. So we are eternally indebted to him. Then, actually one should try to serve Krishna to his or her full capacity without thought of reward. Service itself is reward. Where is that video? No, okay. Service is credit. You get job in Microsoft. Itself is a big credit. And suppose you have become the CEO. Itself is a credit. Further, what reward you want? So, like that, serving Krishna is the greatest credit in your life. And further, we are thinking, Prabhu sweet rice kodlila, nanke undu frame kodlila, gift kodlila, special queue nanke vyavasthe madlila, prasada kodlila, Prabhu nanne matadisilla, moko nodi ingu madlila, hange hogbitru. So silly. We are actually children. So neophyte we are, isn't it? Array, the service itself for you to chant Hare Krishna, to come to temple, itself is a great blessing. Further, what you are expecting another blessing? Oh, nanake prize siklilla, adake nanu isate book teach melli nanu participate ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಪ್ರಭುಗಳು ನಾನು ಒಂದು 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು, ಆದ್ರೆ ಮಿಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಡಿಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ. Sentiment. Great service itself is a great fortune. Grab. It will fetch you Krishna. It's a beautiful video, a short video. Please see. Very inspiring video made by our devotees from HKM Mumbai. A little delay, but it's worth it. You can take more khichdi afterwards.
Ma, Papa, there's a new video. Everyone come.
Hare Krishna. So this year too, like every year, Hare Krishna Movement Mumbai is organizing Srila Prabhupada Book Marathon. So let us all participate together in this book marathon, as Srila Prabhupada says that by distributing the knowledge in the books, one becomes immediately recognized by Krishna as his very dear servant. So let's all gear up once again to distribute this transcendental nectar to everyone we come across. The book marathon is commencing on Gita Jayanti. So put on your tilaks, carry your backpack of books, and get ready to participate in transcendental contest. Hare Krishna.
Life presents many opportunities, but with it come undying struggles. There's so much that we want to do, but are we ready?
This time we really have to do well. Are you ready?
Are we really ready?
Mataji, we already have this seva. How do we manage time for book distribution?
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु।
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु। दंडवत प्रभु।
शिल मैराथन स्टार्ट हो गया है, तो आज बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन जाएंगे, तो आप भी आ जाइए।
यस यस प्रभु, आज ऐसा करता हूँ, मैं ऑफिस से जल्दी आ जाता हूँ।
I want to do, but I don't think I can approach people.
Life, it throws challenges. We want to, but we can't. We try to, but we fail. Not every road travels with ease. Not every mountain has a facile peak. In this Dukhalaya, distress more evident than before, we choose the path to restore.
Somewhere or other, if the book goes in one's hand, he'll be better. If he reads one sloka, his life will be settled. If he reads one sloka, one, this is such nice thing. Therefore, he is teaching so much. Please distribute book, distribute book, distribute.
But will you ever know unless you try? So try, try, try. A try, it ignites a flame that burns all fear and shame. With Krishna by your side, you are invincible. Prabhupada is your strength. You are unstoppable. So step out now, completely dauntless, armored with books to transcend all material mess.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु।
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु, कहाँ पे हो आप?
प्रभु हॉस्पिटल में हूँ, जस्ट फिनिश माय वर्क।
हाँ प्रभु, बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन के स्टॉल लगाने की परमिशन फाइनली हमें मिल गई है।
ओह ग्रेट न्यूज प्रभु।
यस प्रभु, कब तक आ रहे हो आप? जल्दी बताइए।
प्रभु आधे घंटे में आई जॉइनिंग।
ओके प्रभु, थैंक यू सर।
Hare Krishna Mataji, are we all ready to distribute books? Srila Prabhupada, at such an advanced age, took so much effort to write books for us. Can't we take little efforts to distribute his books?
There's a moment in your bones when the fire takes over. Blood is running, heart is pumping as the battle gets closer. They can say what they want now. We'll be screaming out. Every spotlight, every soundbite, everybody who gave up, it's just a fuel for wanting it more than anybody against us. They can say what they want now. We'll be screaming out, we can be.
Hello, Uncle. Hare Krishna.
Hello.
We're here to distribute some books. Would you like to see it?
What's this?
It's Bhagavad Gita as it is.
At this age, you're doing all this. You should be focusing on your studies.
Alas, atheism got in the way as people refused to see the light of day. A forlorn look of gloom cast on your faces, encountering furrowed foreheads and glaring grimaces. Who would buy these jewels in a world so hollow? A fruitless endeavor, it seems like chasing rainbows. Was it all futile and utter waste of time? Should we give up the thoughts that seemed to chime?
Sorry, Bitta. Are you okay?
It's okay.
What are you doing? What is this?
We're actually distributing Bhagavad Gita as it is.
Nice. At such young age, both are doing so nice work. The future of our nation is in right hand.
With renewed vigor and power, now you must march. Flood transcendental nectar in this world so parched. In the form of these books, these weapons against ignorance, these torchlights of knowledge defeating darkness and nescience. Imagine the look of pleasure on Srila Prabhupada's face as you attempt to rescue this world stuck in a rat race.
Kindly help me. This is my request. Print as many books in as many languages and distribute throughout the whole world. And Krishna consciousness of man will automatically increase. Home to home, place to place, man to man, this literature must go there. If one takes one book, at least one day, he will read it. And if he reads one line, his life will be successful. If he reads one line only, yeah.
You're operating. So quick run on the system of this book distribution. So for the participating teams, we have some milestones. Totally about 4 milestones are there. First milestone is about distributing 25,000 worth Lakshmi points of books. Each book will carry 1 Lakshmi point when you sell. So accordingly, it will be factored. So if you are able to distribute about 25,000 Lakshmi point books, you have reached first milestone. Of course, although I said there is service itself is reward, still Prabhupada says for new devotees, sometimes some inducement is needed. Like you say to a child, I'll give you chocolate if you pass the exam. I'll give you Cadbury's if you pass the exam. Chocolate means daily they're getting. Cadbury's you will get. So then they will perform better. So Prabhupada said for neophyte, young devotees it may be necessary, but for devotees who are accustomed and advanced, they don't require any inducement. They know it is important, they will do it. But anyway, still, so this, even from the competitive spirit, it is there. Second milestone is 50,000 Lakshmi points. Third milestone is 75,000 Lakshmi points. And fourth milestone is 1 lakh Lakshmi point. So, if you achieve these different milestones, you will get some award also. So, top 3 teams based on maximum Lakshmi points will get the prizes. So, we have been doing this every year also. So, we should try to beat our own ISKCON Mysore record of past year. That past year we have beat past year. So this year we should beat last year's record. It's like doing second time Ashtotra. One Ashtotra over, second Ashtotra. One Mala is over, second Mala, third Mala. So I have sold this time 10 books. Next what? At least maintain the 10 books. Should not go down. So today I chanted 1 round. 1 year I chanted, now I have reduced it to half round. I have advanced. How have you advanced? If you chant at least 1 more round, if not 16 round, you have advanced, right? So you can't say, so last time you have done 10 books or 100 books. This time you should do at least 110 books. If possible, 1,000 books. Prabhupada says, eat like Bhima, work like Bhima. So let it eat nice prasadam and do nice book distribution. So we are starting off the book distribution marathon today, starting today, December 1st. It's also called the Gita Jayanti Masa. Kartik Masa is over, immediately then again, every month some festival is there. That's the beauty of Vedic life. So this month, whole month is a festival of celebrating the Lord revealing 700 formulas, truths to us in the form of Bhagavad Gita. So life-saving drug, 700 we have. So no shortage, don't have to worry. So every verse is a drug, it will save people's life. So this entire month we celebrate the appearance of Bhagavad Gita in the world. Appearance of Lord Krishna we are reading. The appearance of Bhagavad Gita in the world is this month. December 11th. Gita Jayanti? Gita Jayanti is December 11th. So therefore this entire month we remember. And to further celebrate, we're extending the celebration to 2 months. So we have this book distribution marathon for December and January. So starting today, till January end you can continue. Last date for issue of books is on 28th January, which you can take books from our temple. And last date for returning books and settling accounts is February 2nd. And closing ceremony and prize distribution of this 2-month marathon will be on February 9th, Sunday, 2025. So there are gifts also in Krishna consciousness. But as the temple awards, we take it as prasad. Whatever Krishna gives by His grace, that is prasad which we accept. We don't reject. We don't say, no, we're not Mayavadis. Illala Prabhu, medal beda Prabhu, reward beda Prabhu. I don't seek, but if it is given to me, I accept it humbly, gracefully. Receive it gracefully, accept it gracefully. The Krishna's prasadam it is. The prasadam, will you say no, Kichadi prasadam? No. You will not say no, right? Like that, this is if it comes as a prasadam, a gift or some reward, as a prasadam, I accept it. So nothing wrong in accepting. Don't have to shy away from the reward. Prabhupada also encouraged competitions among devotees. A healthy spiritual competition. Let's see last time who will defeat the first prize winner. Or whether the first prize winner will remain the first prize winner. That means others have not performed as well. It means that, isn't it? So let's see who will take over the first prize now from the past 2 years record. It's a spiritual competition and it is very much encouraged. Nothing wrong about it. So the marathon coordinators are Dilip. His number is there. He's one of our devotees of our temple, congregation devotees. One more is Vinay. Vinay is that book counter, isn't it? The devotee. So they will be the coordinators. So this is a team participation and the team size maximum is 5. And you can discuss with these devotees to get details of this. So few tips and suggestions. You can, how to do book distribution, some suggestion. You can gift to your friends and colleagues. You can go to important temples or any temple and request them to put a counter. Because of the Gita Jayanti Masa, Krishna instructed Gita to Arjuna. It's called Gita Jayanti Day, it's an Ekadashi day. So in the mood of distributing Krishna's message, we request the temple to kindly give us permission so that the souls can be benefited from reading Krishna's message. So many of them will give us permission. You can put your counter and sell. And whenever there is a book festival, book exhibition, any exhibition, you can request the event coordinators outside. So many institutions are there, so many exhibitions are going on, so many fairs are going on. You can try to take permission and then put up a small bookstall. You can go door to door also. Very effective, get very great realizations. Okay. Then, so Prabhupada said, book distribution is my life. If book distribution increases, I will never die. I will be living for centuries. Prabhupada ki jai. So, Prabhupada is saying, I will never die. If book distribution increases, I will be living for centuries. It's a very pertinent statement by Prabhupada. So we should keep this in mind. So please help Krishna to reclaim the souls by distributing Krishna's message in the form of Prabhupada's books, Bhagavad Gita and other books, Bhagavatam, etc. Okay. So just 2 notes. We also have, one is direct book sale. I'm using the word sale for you to understand, so that they don't take it cheaply. We can give it free, but people should not take it cheaply. Free means what? You will neglect it. You will not give value. So therefore, there is a value for the book. It's not even the price actually. What you get is your life itself is changed, transformed. Still some nominal price we are keeping and let people give. They will value what they have taken. Okay. So therefore, that is one method, direct sale. Second thing is what is called a Gita Dana Seva, where you can sponsor some number of Gitas. And that what you sponsor from temple side, we will select some candidates and give them free. Some suitable, eligible candidates, will give them free. So you can sponsor 5 Gitas, 10 Gitas, 100 Gitas, whatever you feel like. Instead of giving your gift, this is the best gift. Instead of giving Deepavali gift, this gift, Christmas gift, this, that, better we give Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam. There is no better gift. So that is called Gita Dana Seva. You can sponsor some number of Gitas, 5, 10, 20 Gitas, 50 Gitas, 100 Gitas. You have a Griha Pravesham. You will give some steel cup. Why you have to give steel cup? Better give Bhagavad Gita. Isn't it like that? Some plate we will give. Hindus, we do all these things. So better, this month at least, I am saying, you replace it with this gift. Some Upanayana ceremony, give Bhagavad Gita as the gift. Some marriage is happening. Instead of buying some other thing and giving as a gift, as a memory, you print your name, your son's and daughter's name, son and daughter-in-law's name in the Bhagavad Gita, and then distribute as a memory. On the occasion of my son's marriage, grandson's marriage, they'll put grandson's marriage, great-grandson's marriage. Okay, put that. We can publish that. We can get it printed, distribute that. The best gift. So that's one thing. So, in case you are sponsoring the Gita, then don't approach the regular temple donors because they're already giving to temple. There's no point in asking temple donors. There are people who regularly donate to the temple. You don't approach them. Don't approach congregation. Don't approach our regular temple donors. Approach new people. Let them get Sukriti. Temple donors already they are giving to Krishna. In that you are rerouting it again. So there is no point in that. It is meaningless. So don't approach temple donors. Then don't stock more books. Atyahara. Rupa Goswami has banned it. Atyahara. Over collection or overstocking. It's a symptom of greed. In Krishna consciousness also there can be non-bona fide greed. Hare Krishna you can stock. That we don't want. Sak Prabhu. One male martin sak Prabhu. Well, stock 16 days of chanting. Beda Prabhu. Adi beru itkolli Prabhu. That one round sak Prabhu. No. Chant more. That we will not do. So that can be stocked to your Atma, no issue. But books don't stock because it will deny another person from distribution. So please don't stock books, only what you can sell, and Krishna empowers you, blesses you, you be happy. Yadritsa labha santushtaha. This is a spiritual Gita principle. Yadritsa labha santushtaha. Be satisfied with whatever Krishna has graced and blessed you. This year, this much sale, this much distribution from your hands. You pray to Krishna, more books will go from you. Don't worry. You will get full 100% marks. It's not like the semester marks. I wrote this many answers, this much marks I got. In Krishna consciousness, even though you sell 10 books, with heart you do, you get 100 marks. End result is 100. Somebody sold 100 books, result is 100. Somebody sold 10 books, result is 100. Somebody sold no book, but 30 days, 60 days he went for book distribution daily. One book he didn't sell, result is 100 for him also. That is Krishna's mathematics, Vaikuntha mathematics. But whether you went 60 days, that is the point. And it's not that the other way around. First day you got 200 books sold, okay, the next 59 days chutti. Then you'll only get 10 marks. You will fail. But now the quantum of books is the shrama, the seva what you offer to Krishna, the time what you gave to Krishna. That's the count. So therefore, don't stock books because it will, as I said, deny others from selling the books. And we also don't have unlimited stock in temple. So we can't print as and when you ask. So we also have a printing cycle. It will take time to print. It will take 1 month to get. Even if printed to get order, it takes time. Don't stock books. So there is some kind of regulation from the department and you should not feel upset about that. Okay. And don't take books because you have money and credit is provided by temple. Because we know you, we are giving you credit. Because of that, don't hoard the books. Anyway, I'll give 1 lakh and take off all the books and keep with me. And finally, you sell only 5,000 rupee worth of books. 95,000 you denied. The other jivas, so many other 10 teams and 9 teams are not getting the book. And they're asking, Prabhu, give me, give me. They don't have books. Temple is saying, no, stock is not there. Stock is not there because this man is hoarding it. 1 lakh worth of books is hoarding. And he's keeping with him only. It is not reaching the jiva. Drugs I have stored, like vaccination happens, no? Some country will hoard it. And people are dying there. And this fellow will not release it. And they will die there. So it's something. So we keep books, what is the use? So let it get distributed. So please take as much as you need only. Thank you. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay. Only one announcement I have today. Sankirtan for peace in Bangladesh. Most of you might be knowing about the situation in Bangladesh. And lot of ISKCON devotees and even Hindu minorities are in great trouble. And they are trying to establish Sankirtana. Somehow the non-devotees, asuras, what we discussed, they want to keep